here today at the farm stall, which is run by Michele Stevens. Michelle's got a passion for farming, and she's supporting the Infinite Choices Convention because she has a local passion for community and connecting people to each other. Thank you, Michele. Michele, tell us about your passion for the farming life.
Well, that's exactly what it is. It's passion for to start off with my family and community and well-being, and with that comes the farm, because we've had a few interesting things health-wise in our family, and I decided that this is probably the best way to go, is to know exactly what's going on in my food, what's being sprayed on it, and organic just seemed to be the obvious choice, so that's what we've done. So we've got about 50 acres here, and we do small crops. Originally the farm was avocados, and we went into sweet potato, and then went into zucchinis, and then decided that monocultures were not the way to go. So we've done market gardening, and we sell directly off the farm because we've got this beautiful area here with lots of people that are able to participate in our farm as well. And I think one of the most special memories I have of good food comes from my father and my grandmother, and tinned beetroot was all the rage, and it was the best thing. We thought it was the best thing. You could get beetroot all around, until my father grew beetroot at home, and I had never tasted something as good as that. And my grandmother always had the most fantastic garden, the biggest strawberries, the sweetest carrots, and I used to sneak off the bus in the afternoon and pinch her carrots when I knew she was at our place, and I would eat them on the way home, and she would get back to her place and she would ring directly and say, "Have you been in my garden?" And I'd say, "I'm sorry, I have, I can't resist your carrots, they're just delicious." So there's the memory, and from that comes farming for me.
That's fantastic.
And I think the nicest thing that I do here is when a family comes in, is being able to show the children where it's grown, picking it straight from the paddock so that it's fresh, and showing them the chickens, letting them pat a chicken and things like that.
So the notion of inviting others in to be part of it is a part of your ethos.
Absolutely. In fact, it's a crucial part, I think, of education, and knowing where your foods come from, and knowing that it's ethically grown and sustainable.
That's fantastic. So longer term or shorter, medium term, have you got any hopes or aspirations for the farm beyond what you have now?
I have, actually. I would like to create a community hub, and with that comes a cafe, education centre, and with this farm stall, which will be a little bit different to what it is now.
Sure. So the notion of a wellness hub, as opposed to managing our problems that come from maybe not eating as well as we could, that sort of stuff.
That'd be perfect. That'd be a really good thing, because I think people are looking for that.
Yeah, indeed. Well, in my travels and in my video blitz of some people around the region, the notion of a wellness hub is resonating very strongly, and there's a lot of people connecting the bits, if you like, to want to be part of it. So
fantastic.
We could bring that support to you, that would be great.
That's joy to my ears.
That's
sort of
fantastic.
Stuff. Yeah, so.
Well, Michele, we've enjoyed the chat. Is there something else you want to pass on to the potential participants of the Infinite Choices Convention?
I think it would be really nice to get a whole lot of different disciplines together, whether it be in, organic farming, food, cooking, yoga, physical activity, just a whole heap of things, illness issues. It'd be just really nice to get a lot of people across the board involved in something like this.
Yeah, and one of the other things I'm bringing that complements that, although it's outside that frame of reference, is the input costs, the transport and the logistics and the energy and the water, and how we can collaboratively break the cycles of the impositions that come with those things for the small business proprietor and farmer.
Because I think that's one of probably my biggest issues, is having to bring outside things in, like fertilisers and compost. And at the moment they're coming from a distance, so the shorter the distance is, the more sustainable it is. The shorter the distance our food has to travel,
Of course.
the better it is for everyone.
Yeah. Truly local.
Truly local, yes.
Michelle is truly local, and I thank her.
Thank you very much, Andrew.
That's okay. Oh, Gabrielle likes to have questions.
Oh yes.
Can you paint for me a picture of what this place would look like, say, in 5 years? If you could do anything to it, you could, involving the local people and what have you. Who would you bring here and why?
I guess in 5 years' time, I'd like to see that we have an education centre, that we have families coming on a regular basis, maybe even to participate in our farming techniques, to help them grow things at home, because I think it's really important. I think the art of growing is being lost with fast food, convenience of big supermarkets, and I think we need to get back down to basics. So I think this sort of place can actually be so much more than just growing, really.
No, I agree, and I see a lot of opportunity to interconnect the dots, whereby horticultural training could be part
Yes.
of what you offer, because a community group takes a young unemployed kid to your farm,
Yes,
and you open up a capacity for the use of that land to be shared in a value-add way.
yes,
So there's many ideas in those spaces, and all it is a communication symbiosis. It's not a problem.
yes,
And the idea of the infinite choices is we can choose the solutions to connect the dots.
yes. Because I also think that we're at a really exciting point in agriculture where there's a lot of ideas coming through that have been used for many, many years, thousands of years, and I think now it is coming to the forefront where people are going, yes, this is exactly why they used to do it, and there's more science behind it, and there's more push to do it better and to save our soils and save our water resources, and I think that's really crucial. And I think part of that is getting the community on board and lots of other people and governments.
Sure. No, actually you mentioned there about some of the older knowledge and
Yes.
stuff. That's a bit of a theme coming through with some of the videos, is that there are ancient knowledges or wisdoms that can be reinvented anew.
Yes.
And the aspiration I have is to create neo-solutions. Neo being the Latin word for new.
Yes.
Everything old can be new again.
Yes.
And we can merge the old and the new, and we can emerge from that a different development sustainability pathway
Yes.
that is connected and collaborative and creative and constructive.
Yes. And I think the connection is the biggest thing, is connecting all these people that have the knowledge and that have the resources available. I think that's important, and having community on board with that.
Awesome.
It's the triangle, isn't it?
Yeah,
Just
indeed.
connect them all up.
Well, and connection is something that has been lost in the
Yes.
last 30 or 40 years, but it can be reimagined and reframed even
Yes.
better than what it was before.
Yes, I think so too.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you. Is that all right?
Oh, this guy's always got questions.
Going on the connection thing.
Yes.
Imagine I'm a small business.
Yes.
I'm a little bit reluctant about connecting with businesses like yours.
Yes.
And coming along. What would you say to someone like that?
I think it's actually the small business owners, because I'm a small business owner, that really the connection between small business owners are crucial, because they're all the link pins, and I think we're trying to get away from the big conglomerates now and the supermarkets, and people want to have an experience now. They don't want to just buy their food. They want to see where it's grown. They want to see how it's grown, and they want to taste the difference. And I think that's where small businesses can come together, I think.
And small businesses are the backbone of the country. There's 2 million
Absolutely.
of them employing 5 million people.
Absolutely.
If they can connect to each other, they can increase their own
Yes.
capacities.
Yes.
It's a very simple equation. It's not always easy,
Yes.
but if we connect the solutions, it makes
Yes.
it easier.
I mean, the obvious ones are being touched upon anyway, like health food stores are coming to us, cafes are coming to us, restaurants are coming to us. So that's nice because they want local.
Sure.
They definitely want local, and they want to know that it's grown well. And the free-range egg situation, you know, that's just a no-brainer for me. To have things caged up or factory fed, or that's just not a lifestyle, is it, for any animal?
No.
So.
But that awareness and the readiness to move into those spaces
Yes.
is apparent. It's just creating the roadmaps and the spaces where people can come into to do
Yes.
the connections. And
Yes.
once they're connected, they get a sense that the collaboration can enhance who they are and what they do.
Yes. And I think the nice thing about this area is that we can actually grow almost anything, coffee, rice, you know, soya beans, fruit, vegetables, anything really. And I think people don't understand that they could go to any farm along here and buy whatever they want. They just don't realise they can do it. So the more we understand that, the better it will be and be good.
That's fantastic. Well, that's a great bit of information to finish
Yes.
with, because I didn't know that myself.
Yes.
So thank you, Michele.
Yes. Pleasure.
Okay.